Hello.
Yeah.
So, most honorable wishes, I would request the Honorable High Commissioner, Mr. Arma Sakui, to comment for his welcome remarks. Please, sir.
Honorable Olivia Green, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, Mr. B.T. Heaven, President of Jamaica Cricket Association, Dr. and my brother Akshay Mansingh, Dean Faculty of Sports, University of West Indies, but it's much more than that. It also represents community elders here, and also as a person who is closely associated with cricket. Mr. White, representative from the Minister of Foreign Affairs, members of the West Indies national cricketing team, members of Indian Association, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you all in this handing over ceremony of the 90 sets of cricket kits that my president has announced and promised will be given to Cricket Association of Jamaica as a gift. For India, the land of cricket, that not only plays cricket with religious fervor and devotion, but also plays, eats, drinks, and trains cricket. There cannot be a better way to start a new year than to talk about cricket. Equally so for India and Jamaica, two frantic cricketing and sports-loving countries. It is only fit to talk about cooperation in the field of sports, particularly cricket and track and field, because we have a lot to share and learn from each other. It is with this background in mind that I am delighted to welcome you, Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, in this handing over ceremony of 90 sets of cricket kits. Honorable Minister, you will recall that the former President of India, Sri Ramnath Kovind, visited Jamaica in May 2022. One of the announcements made by him was gifting of 100 sets of cricket kits. During the visit, he brought on board 10 kits, which was handed over to the President of Jamaica Cricket Association. Today we have the balance of what he announced during that visit. There are in all 90 sets with 19 different items in the list of the gift. The list is easily available with us for the benefit of the media people. Some of your cricketers, sorry. It is my hope that these items will help in a small way in promoting the game of cricket in Jamaica. Jamaica's track and field athletes are among the best in the world. Jamaica has held several records and produced world-famous cricketers, boxers, footballers, cyclists, weightlifters, and wrestlers. Some of your cricketers, Honorable Minister, are more known in India than in Jamaica because of the thanks to IPL. I therefore hope that this small gesture will trigger more cooperations, not only in the sport of cricket, but also in the sports, particularly in track and field athletics. We already have some Jamaican coaches training our track and field athletes in India, and hope to see our athletes in coming days giving Jamaican athletes a tough competition. I am not a sports person, but I know this much, that in the spirit of good sports, good competition is always a desirable proposition. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to once again thank you for you all for being a part of this handing over ceremony. I thank you so much. May I request Dr. Akshay Mansingh to make a small remark.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to crave your indulgence. I just had some facial surgery done yesterday, so I'm going to ask my son, Akshay Mansingh, to deliver the remarks. But I couldn't let this opportunity pass. For those who know me, you know exactly why.
Honorable Olivia Grange, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, His Excellency Masakwe Runsung, High Commissioner of India, Mr. Billy Heaven, President, Jamaica Cricket Association. The truth is, I know you all are tired of hearing my father speak about cricket, so I will provide a fresh voice for you all. 2022 was a landmark year for Indo-Jamaican relations, with the first ever visit of a President of India. The arrival of President Ramnath Kovind was arguably the second most important Indian to set foot in Jamaica. Agil Padmeshwar, who set foot on Jamaican soil on May 10, 1864, as the first ever indentured laborer, the distinction of being the most important. Between these two persons, Jamaica has hosted 2 Indian prime ministers and a host of other dignitaries. But the cement of Indo-Jamaican relations has been through cricket, starting with George Headley touring India in 1948, and in my estimate, the most important Jamaican set foot in India, the tours of the West Indies by Indian teams. There was a closer bond than just cricket, for in the 1960s, many children across all ethnicities were named Vijay or Nari, from Vijay Merchant and Nari Contractor, Sunil or Dilip in the 1970s for Sunil Gavaskar and Dilip Sardesi, to even Sachin Tendulkar, Mauricio Seattle Sachins. So when His Excellency Mr. Masakwe Runsung suggested to me that cricket equipment would be a fitting gift from the visiting presidential team last year, I was on the phone with President of JCA, Mr. Billy Heaven, in a flash to convey the good news. Indeed, the first set of equipment was handed over to Mr. Heaven by President Kovind himself on May 16, 2022. This presentation today completes that promise with close to 100 full sets of cricket gear with a street value of close to 8 million Jamaican dollars. Having presented lights at Sabina Park in 2014, this contribution not only re-emphasizes the strength of cement that is cricket, but the value that the game plays in bilateral relations. Or maybe it's an investment in ensuring that more Jamaican youngsters hone their skills so as to replace the Chris Gales, the Andre Russells, and the Rahman Powells that have enriched Indian domestic cricket through the IPL, the Indian Premier League. Whereas there have been many more meaningful bilateral activities between the two countries, inclusive of scholarship, business activities, nothing seems to create the buzz and stimulate excitement like cricket. I maintain that over the years, cricket has provided more professional opportunities for a lifetime career than any other sport in Jamaica. The presence of local players such as Test cricketer and Vice Captain Jermaine Blackwood is a testimony to the fact that successful careers can come about from local cricket. The presence of members of the recent West Indies A team, Jordan Johnson and Abhijay Mansingh, shows that top talent still exists and avenues are open to make cricket a viable profession. With the sport seriously struggling in Jamaica, this presentation of kits will go a far way in getting gears to clubs, schools, and youngsters to give them a jump start in their careers. The rest is up to the JCA. Thank you very much. It wasn't me, by the way.
Now I would like to invite Honorable Minister for her remarks, please.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope that 2024 will be a productive year and a prosperous year for you all, and certainly for cricket. High Commissioner, I'm so happy that I could join you today, and certainly to receive these the gifts that you have brought. You're like Santa Claus, right? Although we passed Christmas. I also want to acknowledge Billy Heaven, the JCA, my permanent secretary, Denzel Thorpe, Dr. Mansingh, who quite passionate about cricket, who beat me up sometimes. Courtney Francis of the JCA, representatives from the Scorpion, coaches, media. Good afternoon. Thank you all, and welcome to this very pro cricket activity. I must record my very deep appreciation to the High Commissioner and the people of India for this gift to the Jamaica Cricket Association, which will benefit young cricketers across the country. And I should indicate here that the government and the JC work very closely together in the development of cricket, particularly with the Institute of Sports. Today we receive with gratitude the remaining 90 cricket kits that were promised by the government and people of India. And of course you will recall that we received the first tranche of 10 kits in 2022. Now these kits come in time for the schoolboy cricket season. And I know that the gear will be well appreciated by our young cricketers and will play an important role in our cricket development program. This is only one of the initiatives on which the High Commissioner and I have been working together as representatives of our respective governments in the interest of cricket. We have been discussing a major project about which I believe we will soon be in a position to update our respective stakeholders. Am I right, High Commissioner? And Billy? We recall with much gratitude the assistance of the Government of India in the installation of floodlights at Sabina Park in 2014. And we look forward to other collaborations at this important cricket ground. We really look forward to it. So this government and this minister are pro-sports and pro-cricket. So for all those who have been commenting and giving the impression that we are not pro-cricket, I want to reassure you, we are, Dr. Mansing. As minister, my tenure has included a very proud period when Jamaica ruled Caribbean cricket and was the dominant force in the region at all levels between 2008 and 2013. A period of time which I reflect on with great pride. During that time, the senior men's team won 6 consecutive regional first-class championships. The women were just as dominant. And in fact, we are going into the second phase of the Stephanie Oval in St. Catherine at the school where she attended. Stephanie Taylor Oval. The under-19s, men and women, were winning as well, as were the under-17s and the under-15, to ensure that Jamaica established a regional record. We became the first country to hold all regional cricket titles at the same time. Isn't that wonderful? And we should applaud for that. So we were able to produce that through the strength of our teams and the support that we received from all sources, led by the government of Jamaica. Now, over the last few years, we have not been as dominant. And I believe that we will turn things around by developing the game at the youth level. In that way, we will not only enable Jamaica's cricketers to win regional titles, but to prepare the next generation of West Indies stars. And I know we all want that. It is with an eye on the future and further to discussion with the Minister of Finance, I announced late last year that the government will invest $100 million in the development of youth cricket and cricket in schools over the next 5 years. This will complement our cricket incubator program which we started at the Institute of Sports and which has been showing success. I'm proud to say that 13 of the 14 players that represented Jamaica in the under 15 regional tournament last year came through our cricket incubator, where we had them at the Trelawney Stadium, went through a camp, and handed them over to the JC after that. And 13 of the 14 players that represented Jamaica in the under 15 regional tournament came out of that program. In addition, DeMarcus Scott and Nicolay Mackenzie went on to represent Jamaica in the under 17 regional cricket tournament. Sports are expensive. The various sporting disciplines are expensive, but they represent an investment in our people. As the Minister of Sports, I'm obliged to prioritize sustainable sport development that will yield immeasurable rewards at all levels in Jamaica. I'm obliged to put sports development first. Just look at our support for sports generally, and cricket in particular. We provide in excess of $196 million to the national sports associations each year to run their program. In addition, we provide them with additional sums as we are able to for special activities such as attending or hosting international championships, among other needs. And we provide them with insurance. Since 2016, we provided grants in excess of $126 million to the Jamaica Cricket Association to support all our national cricket teams at every level. In fact, when I asked for the numbers, I was provided with a matrix that showed, and I won't mention the figures here, but they're quite impressive. But just to indicate that cricket was among the top 5 sporting disciplines that got significant amounts. And in fact, cricket ranks 3rd on that list, ahead of netball. Of course, track and field and football got a significant amount, but cricket ranked 3rd in this. The Talawas bear our country's name, but are not strictly a national team, and are therefore not covered in the allocations to the Jamaica Cricket Association. However, we have sought to provide special support to the Talawas at the level that our funds will permit. The Talawas require more than we can provide, but I'm sure the Talawas and their existence was not depending on the government of Jamaica to bankroll them. But in order to give them more, we would have to cut funding to the more than 40 national sports federations, such as football, netball, track and field, who depend on government to run their programs and have been requesting additional funds, which we are challenged to provide. So, in making those points, I just want to reassure everyone that we are optimistic about the future of cricket in Jamaica. We're going to invest in our people. We're going to invest in the development. We're going to work closely with the Jamaica Cricket Association, and we're going to be collaborating very, very closely with the High Commissioner who, you know, cricket is of extreme importance in India. And we know we can benefit from this relationship. So High Commissioner, I look forward to us working very closely this year so that you can be proud and we can realize our dream. So at this time, I just want to thank you all for coming and to thank the government of India, the High Commissioner, the President who was here, and to also thank the local leadership of cricket and our players, our coaches, and all our stakeholders in what you have contributed over the years, and that I look forward to us working more closely together to build back cricket in Jamaica, in the region, and certainly to make us become dominant once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your kind and informative words. May I request Honorable High Commissioner now to come and hand over the cricket kits to Mr. Billy Hammond, President, Jamaica Cricket Association. Please.
Black. Yeah. Strong new one. What do you think?
Yes.
We can take on order.
Minister, incubator for you.
Yes.
Come on a minute. Billy. No, just come on the other side.
Yes. Come on this side, yes. Yellow and yellow.
Let him run a minute. Come in a minute. That's all about it. Minister, that's all about right here.
Over the back. Hand over the back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We can do another one day inside. Yes.
So look at it. No, very well. Hopefully it will recover.
Well,
Billy, where you going to store these?
We distribute them.
David,
We have one bed here. We have one bed here.
House and bed.